Okay, I got us live on YouTube. So you can watch us live on YouTube if you want. Oh, hey, Drake, what are you doing there? So thanks for working out the storm. I was trying to protect us both, you know?
Yeah.
It was in the middle of the rain, and, you know? Do you agree? You didn't want to drive in it, did you? Okay, good. And it was midnight, you were up too, so.
Yeah. I was watching something.
Oh, the.
Yeah. 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 They're building.
It's beautiful. What? $2,200 a month on the edge of Southway was like nasty. I was like, disgusting. I was like, wow. Can't believe they're getting, and there's not enough.
Yeah.
Like I was like, why can't they have what I need right in the plaza? Don't have it. I'm like, I should go door to door and get in there, you know.
Oh, hey, little bit of a skirt, but not too much.
Okay, a little tiny bit?
Yeah, a little bit of skirt.
A little bit, and then,
little flare.
I'm gonna.
And no rush, like, I'm gonna go get my haircut.
Yeah.
Coffee,
Okay,
so
good, because
no
I'm gonna
rush.
talk a little bit. I always mess this up. Where are the stones? Kidney stones?
Yes.
It was a kidney stone.
Yes.
Yes, and with 2 surgeries?
3, and actually need to have a 4th where they're gonna, like, redo and make him a
Are
female,
you gonna do
basically.
it? Are you serious?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, so they're
So
gonna,
that they can come out easier?
yeah, so they're gonna
Oh.
pull it through, so he's gonna, like, pee through his abdomen, basically.
You're gonna do it?
Yeah, because,
It's
yeah.
bad.
Because, I mean, the cost of doing the same thing.
Can you say this real fast on YouTube? Okay.
But like the cost of doing it again for the 4th time and potentially more.
Potentially more?
Well, because it keeps happening, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
And they can't figure out why? Is genetic or food or water?
Well, they don't know. Because I even went to a specialist and they sent out special tests like in Minnesota.
Okay.
And they're like, he doesn't have abnormal enough values for his parathyroid and his kidney function is relatively fine, and you changed his diet to urinary specific ones.
The science diet urinary?
Well, no, we went to the Royal Canin for the urinary issues. Yeah.
Right.
And he likes it. He's eating. He's fine. He's actually doing better. Like he's seeming happier and healthier and more active.
Right.
But
it's still accumulating in there.
But it went longer since we
Right.
did those switches. But they're like.
Gosh.
So, but, I mean, the cost of doing it for the 4th time versus doing it this other way, where
Right.
it's basically a permanent
Just
fix,
do it other way, permanent
is not
fix.
that much of a big deal.
Okay.
Because
And then for his age, you think he's healthy enough to sustain going through that surgery
they
again?
said he would, but they're saying like if you do it a 4th time, you know, given the spans of this one, given his age, you know, could he not need another
Right.
one, or you know, you kind of don't know. I'm like, well, I don't want to have
it might stretch out his life too. So.
But what happened for the 2nd one? It was emergency because he all of a sudden just couldn't pee one more.
Wow.
So I'm like, I don't want that stress and worry.
Right.
Watch him every time he goes to the bathroom.
Right.
Knowing I have to rush him in for surgery.
Right.
So
you want to be able to go potty, you know,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm just trying to figure out dates for that. Surgeons, because I'm gonna do like a special surgeon, not just a regular one, since they're doing the thing.
Right.
So I'm just trying to work that out with work and then the
Right.
money and all that sort of
So
stuff.
Dallas?
So, they have a couple different locations, but I'm probably going to the one on I-20 in South Arlington.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like a big, like a 24-hour
Mhm.
thing, yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
probably
okay.
going there.
Hi, buddy.
So we're just trying to figure that out and everything. So
Okay.
So probably this summer, like probably June, July.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then what is he now? 11? I mean, 10?
11, big gonna be 12.
Okay.
Like that. Yeah. His birthday's in August. Yeah, something like that. So.
Cross my fingers. I see improvement.
Yeah. But so far so good. It's just that no
Well,
matter.
what was his last symptoms now then? Just work? Just blood work stuff?
Well, yeah, and then they did X-rays, like so they could actually see, and they did ultrasounds.
Okay.
So they're like, yeah, they're there again. So you know, it's kind of your choice what you want to do. So you need to options.
So you're not seeing any I can't pee symptoms?
No.
This time it was ultrasound and you could see the pebbles in there.
And an X-ray too. So that was in February.
Yeah, you're sure?
Uh-huh.
Well, the specialist would hold back if it wasn't,
Yeah,
right? He would say, oh, there's nothing here.
Because they sent all this stuff to the specialist surgeon to say.
You have to be referred to a specialist, so, okay.
Yeah, so.
Did they give you a dollar amount?
Kind of.
4,500?
Like 3 to 5,
Yeah.
somewhere in there, kind of depending on how he does and recovery and all that sort of stuff, and how much meds they're gonna have to give.
Right.
So probably closer to 3, 5, but just kind of
Right.
depends. But his previous ones were, 3-ish anyway, and then when
Right.
it was emergency, that was on Thanksgiving weekend, so they had to call people in.
Oh, that was expensive. Wow. So, hindsight, would you have wished you to know now the second surgery you could have had this option to do this internal, this flip?
They did give me that option, but I was being hopeful
Okay.
that doing the surgery again and then switching up his diet again and stuff like that would be it, but
If I were to give advice to somebody else in your scenario on the first surgery, would you say, tell them to just flip it?
if you're fine with that, just flip it, because they said his recovery and his quality of life is really no different, because I was worried about the risk of infection, right? Because it's just right there, right? They're like, you might have to wipe it, just kind of depending on him,
Right.
but really it's not that bad at all.
Right.
It's just a matter of them going to pee and then it just kind of dribbles out.
Right.
But it said he really wouldn't know much difference.
Right.
And especially since he's neutered and everything, he really
It's
wouldn't.
right.
Yeah, so he'd be
It's
fine.
okay.
Yeah. So it's just more of
that's
a
good to know
personal
for
thing like
future.
that. Yeah, because each time they go in, it's one more scar
Right.
tissue. So
And
they're like,
well, it's a lot more
uh-huh.
that stuff too.
Yeah.
So
So they're like, if we keep doing this, it's going to be harder and harder and take longer to
Right.
heal because you have all that scar tissue in the way.
Right.
So
wow, 4 man.
yeah, so this will be his 4th and final.
Keep me posted, will ya?
Yeah. But yeah, so this time, some in summer. So we're just trying
Yeah,
to.
yeah. Very little
So yeah,
skirt.
no rush. Holler at me.
Okay, gotcha. Hey, you guys. Hey, you guys. What's up, man? Hey, you guys. What's going on? Did you guys hear anything that Dad and I was just talking about? Did you guys hear any of that by chance? He didn't want to come back here, but did you happen to hear anything about what we were talking about, the surgeries and stuff? Come here, babe. Come here, Drake. Oh, goodness, Drake. Might be nice if I had a groom lube, Dede. Okay, let's get a groom lube. What's up, you guys? Thanks for hanging out. I wanted to get it started and kind of get you all here and ready and getting your coffee and stuff and maybe get you out of bed. You never know, you know what I'm saying? All right, so Drake has been coming to me for years. I mean, years. Olivia, thank you. I heard someone else throw out a donation too. I appreciate you supporting the channel. Make sure you hide the chat, smash the like button, hit share on your social media, and then come back to the chat.
This is no Schnauzer?
This is a Schnauzer.
Can't tell, bro.
So Drake has been okay, so first this family, and I have time with him, and I have time with you, because I am just doing him and doing some, quality time with him, grooming. He's almost 12 years old. I've been grooming him almost since he was have I been grooming you since you were a puppy? Yeah, I've been grooming him since he was a puppy. Because this family, if you read the description, I wrote a little notes in there, it said they had a dog named Duke, and I've been grooming Duke since I started my business. And Duke was the Schnauzer that just gets in the cage. He gets here, gets in the cage, waits for me, the cage door's open. I mean, get him on the table, he lets you pluck his ears, he's fine. Schnauzer ear hair is really bad, so it was always like, wow, he was a great dog, and that was Duke. And Duke started getting really sick, and I was able to groom Duke midlife till the end of his life, and then he passed away. But in between all this, they got Drake, and Drake was this rambunctious puppy, and he just drove Duke nuts. And I would see Duke would be like, will you just settle down? You know what I mean? And so me and Duke, I just really, I had to say bye to Duke like twice, because we almost lost him. And I say we because I was there, you know what I mean? You're grooming these dogs almost monthly. At the time, they were in here, I think every month, every 4 to 6 weeks. And they've kind of simpered down on the groom times for Drake, because Drake has had so many surgeries and it's been very costly over the last 2 years. So I just confirmed, so I would share with you, a little bit about what's going on with Drake. And again, he's like 12 years old. And out of all the dogs I groom, including Schnauzers, there's been just a handful. Emma, well, one of the Shih Tzus I groom that's really fragile, I groom her on the wall. Emma and him, and one more that's already passed away. Over 16 years now. Those are the amount of dogs that I've come across with some serious kidney stones. And so, did I just hear, oh gosh, did I just get mixed up? Did he say bladder stones? No, it is kidney stones.
Yeah, but they hurt.
They heard. You guys heard? Okay, so he's got these stones, okay, and I'm not his parent, and I'm not going to the doctor, so I'm just sharing information and trying to remember it all, because there's a lot to remember, right? He's going to have a 4th surgery. I mean, this guy has been through so many surgeries. So the first sign of the very first time ever was, he just told me, Thanksgiving weekend, emergency, couldn't urinate, dogs outdoors crying like, I can't pee, right? He said they had to call everybody in during that, and that was like $5,000. $5,000 for that surgery. And so he had a surgery, got the kidney stones removed, all this and that, this and that. Then another time, he just is outside, same thing, couldn't pee. Goes in, 2nd surgery, okay? And then recently had a 3rd surgery. In 2 years, we're talking 3 surgeries already. And we're talking like, I don't believe in a lot of surgeries, only because I feel like it's traumatic to the dogs, everything. They put a tube down the throat for breathing. It's just like you go into surgery. You don't want to have a lot of surgeries, do ya? I know sometimes we do have to do it, but with animals, it's different, I think. The more surgeries, the more trauma to different things like the airway. So I really feel for him, and I can't believe he's doing so well. Because Emma, you can see how much fragile she is, and she's been through several surgeries herself. So he explained this 4th surgery is going to be between $3,500 and $5,000. And so you can see why now we get him groomed, but we're also grooming him much less than every month, because there's a lot of money here that's going in other places, right? So this surgery, they've decided to basically cut a hole and turn his urinary area into more like a female urinary area, so that these stones can, so that this is hopefully the last ever surgery for these stones. And this is phenomenal that we're going to do that. And they said the quality of life is probably not going to change, because he's going to go to hike his leg and still have this pocket that the urine is going to come out of, right? And it might trickle some or this and that. But that is the goal, I think, this summer. And so he's saving his money, and he knows a lot about medicine because he's in the pharmaceutical world, but he is obviously in love with his dog, and he really wants to take care of his dog. And Drake, hey buddy, you ready to get groomed? Yeah. I asked him, how do you feel? He's pretty old, right? That's his judgment. It's his dog. You know what I'm saying? If you love your dogs, you want them to be comfortable. You want to do the best you can for them. I asked him if he would have known, and he said, I did know. He goes, I was given the option to change the urinary area, the 2nd surgery. And he goes, he was being hopeful. He was hoping that changing the dog food, they went to a specific urinary dog food. Royal Canin has one. And he has shown improvement. But it hasn't stopped. The stones haven't stopped. And so the stones get stuck in his urinary capabilities. So changing the way he urinates is going to allow that. I'm hoping, and I'm sure he's hoping, and I'm sure that specialist veterinarian is hoping, that creating a hole for the urine to come out of instead of, like a pipe, right? That it will eliminate having these kidney stones accumulate. And I could have this wrong, bladder stones or whatever, the stones, okay? So we're going to see this summer how it works. I personally am fearful in the sense of his age, and he's already been through 3 surgeries, so I really feel for them, and I said I would pray for him and pray for his family, and I hope that Drake can sustain going through that next surgery, you know what I mean? But again, I've known him a very long time. The one thing that he hates is his ears plucked. He hates his ear hair pulled. So we do a little by little, and we only do a little bit at a time. And I don't really try to piss him off. I just get what I can really in the tunnel. I don't try to get all this because his ears are extremely hairy. So it's just crazy, huh? It's a lot of stuff. And he's been on Royal Canin, which is what the veterinarian and them discussed. There's some options, like Science Diet has urinary tract dog food, and so does Royal Canin when you're talking about a kibble, that is. And I think I'm done kind of telling his story. Let me think. I feel like there's one more thing I want to mention. Ooh, you never make any noise. Is that the mailman? Is that the mailman? The mailman's back. The mailman went out of town for a couple weeks. He is back, and he is not married. All right. Oh, Drake. I just love you, man. I just love you. Yes, I do. I just love you. I gotta get to work. And now that I told your story a little bit, huh? Yeah, we'll get you good to work. We'll get you too excited. Give me a hug, here, bud. Give me a hug. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna do, we always do like really short because that's just what we've always done. They do a 10 by 7 skirt, and so you can see it comes in, but, well, no, I think we did a 10 all over last time, maybe a 7 all over. It's called a shadow skirt, which means it's a shadow. It's not really a long skirt or anything like that. Low maintenance, because he's had a lot of surgeries, you know what I'm saying? The hard, crusty stuff, the urine sticking, the food sticking, all that stuff. I remember when he had his dental, he had almost all his teeth pulled out. You want, when someone comes in and they're about to have surgery, that kind of thing, you go ahead and do the best you can with getting it as short as possible. You want all that gunk out of the way. You don't want it to become gunky. And then we actually taper down from the 10 or the 7 and then down into the 7 and 10 foot because they don't like any scragglies on the feet. So that's kind of what we've done for many years. And he said just a little skirt, so I'm thinking little. Thin. I'm thinking the shadow, so we'll play with it. I'm going to do a 10 starting for sure. All right, thank you so much, Just Kim. Well, thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. And so let's get started. And freaking left my phone. I always have all these things I've got to do. Let me get this picture here maybe with this. And get a picture, before picture. Boy, you look like a mess. Okay, get your face mask. If you need one, you can get one at myfavoritegroomer.com. You can get all the supplies that I'm going to be using today on there. Where are you going, buddy? All right, let's get started. We're going to do a 10. Make sure you guys can see well. Is that good? Okay.
We're going to add that donation thing to this screen, so
Oh.
every screen you have to add it to.
Oh. I thought it was already saved.
No, so every screen is independent.
You could turn my YouTube off that computer right there.
Okay.
That's a lot of surgeries, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think that's a lot of surgeries, and I'm worried for him on this last one here. We're gonna turn it into basically. He said basically like he'll pee like a female. That's not it. Oh, here, it's over on this side. Oh, that's cool. Melissa P, thank you. Use that big thing right there. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I got stickers. You are amazing.
Thank you. And then lift up here, Drake. He's a good boy. Like that. Now look over here. Look over here, Drake. Let me see here. Let's start count this here. Okay, we're gonna come back to that. I'm gonna do this. See, as soon as you move that, it's gone. He's sitting down. Okay, up, up. I like to come just make that real nice and clean in here. You can groom however you want to, you know what I'm saying? It's like being an artist, but in his case, I know he's going to have surgery soon. I'm going to clean all that. I like that anyway. I would have done that anyway, but the surgery is in my head as well. So I'm going to do a 4 guard here, and then I'm going to wrap up, come down with the 7, because it's...
I'm not sure, I would have to talk it over with her. You can call us back later.
I'm going to do a 4 guard and see where we're at on the skirt. Should clean up his face. His canvas to hardly see. Can I get you to stand up here? Come here, Drake. I'm gonna have him stand up here. Okay. No, don't go anywhere just yet. Just put that here. You're on your torso a little bit. Oh yeah, I remember what I was going to say. So recently, this next one, I asked him, I knew there was something else. I said, well, what are the symptoms this time around? And he said, the symptoms are, there were no symptoms. He said they did an x-ray recently and an ultrasound, and they could see that the stones had come back. So this time around, they haven't seen any symptoms, you know what I'm saying? So without the x-ray and the ultrasound, then he wouldn't have known they're still building up in there. So eventually it would just get to where it's too full and it wouldn't come up, you know what I'm saying? All right, here we go. Looks like we got some haters out there. What's up, hater Sarah Moon? How are you doing today? What's that? I don't know. It says, shut up, Sarah. So somebody's not doing well out there. Come on, you guys. You guys don't have anything better to do? Okay, so we're going to do it. You see what I'm doing here? Do you do your 4 guard here? We're going to leave that little tiny skirt he asked for. I'm going to do that. And then I'm still going to come through and do his short legs. Because that's what we've always done. That's what they like. And that's requested, I don't know, 8 years ago. Maybe longer than that, but... Jan has 2 schnauzers. I know she was waiting for me to do this one, huh? You guys, Jan, do you have any issues with your schnauzer's health yet? All right. Watching from China. Are you serious? Tim Hunter? Tim Hunter, are you in China and are you American? Or are you Chinese? Or maybe even something else? What's your background there, Tim? One is 8 and the other is 4. Oh, sorry, Sarah. Sarah Moon is not the hater. David, check Dede's phone. Texting her now. Okay. My bad. When I glance up there and I see people, you know. You never know because I'm not following the stream because, I'm working over here. But just, come on. Okay, so what you could do, you remember how I never use a 5 guard? Well, this is a great time. Thanks, Nettie. I can see that. That looks fine. I'm not sure why it got stopped. Okay. I do have a 5 guard here behind me. Let me switch out my blades here. So here you could do, so I did a 4 guard. And if you want to come down and fade this down, you could use a 5 guard first. The 5 guard teeth are so, I don't know. There's hardly any, you might as well just do a blade, right? You don't want to do it if there's mats. So you could use your 5 guard, because some of you guys bought the wall kit, right? These are wall blades, by the way. Wall, are these wall? Okay.
You got the Makils out there?
Makil says check your phone. So here, you can do a 5 down here. I wouldn't use this on a dog that has mats or a lot of moles.
Is the dog eating?
Huh? No, it's mine. I shaved my head the other day.
You bought this?
No, I had that.
That's old school, man.
Is it?
Yeah.
I was like, where's all the clippers? They're not here. You don't have to go down too far because you're going to come back with a 7 blade. Remember I told you that? 7? So just right here a little bit. And you're going to come back with your 7 blade anyway. So this is where you can use that 5 guard.
Marvin's heading out. I have too many schnauzers that I started to groom myself from watching your videos.
And how is that going, girl? So you got to take your, you have to take your guard off and clean your blade here. So get your blade brush out. Clean that. Check your blade temperature. I'm going to go ahead and, I got to use a 7 anyway, so we're going to flip it. Get your 7 blade out. And you can see you keep sitting down, right? That's why I love the dog up stand. Okay, stand up, buddy. I'm going to do your feet here. Okay? Alright, coming through here, do the 7 pretty low here. Schnauzers really love to dig and get into stuff, so if you've never tried this fade, try it because you might be like, you don't pick up anything on your feet anymore when we do that. I'm sure he has slowed down over the years though. I don't know, you never know. Schnauzers are who they are. Drake, let me see this arm here. Let me see. Don't get upset. Here. Move your foot. There you go. Come here. Hold on a second. Go this way. All right. All right, we're going to get our 10 blade and come back to the face here. So I've switched over 3 10 blades, some ceramic, some ultra edge. Okay. Look at all his ear hair, you guys. I mean, this is one of the worst cases of ear hair that I have. It's extremely full of ear hair. Okay, look at this. Okay? So you want to hold this ear flat and you want to go out, out, out. You don't want to come at the ear like that. You're going to cut the ear. Hold that flat and go out. So the teeth are just flat with the edge and going out from it. And then there's a lip right there, so don't shave the lip. If you don't know, be careful. Skip it. You do that. Okay. You want me to do this ear? I'll do this ear then. Make sure you know where that ear's at all times. Okay, he keeps looking down. I need him to look up, so I'm going to raise this a little bit. Move you forward. There you go. Move you forward a little bit. Come on. Use that jawbone here. Can't hardly see anything. His hair's so curly, isn't it? Okay, let's see what. I'm sorry, buddy. Okay, I know you don't like it. I know. You should let me get in there just fine. Look at this armpit. You look like a teddy bear head right now. That's what you look like. Thank you, Stacy. Let me see here what we got going on here. All right, I need to actually. Okay, all right. Something I want to tell you guys about, and I know there's how many. I can't see how many watches there are. 150. Okay, how many likes have we got? Okay, I want to show you guys something here. I'm going to move this dog up stand. This dog up stand. Okay, let's see here what we got going on here. Some of you guys out there have an arm over here. You know what I'm saying? Some of you guys have an arm, which I have one on the other table here, where you got an arm over here, above on top, and you'll do a second clip like this. Let me back it up. Let me see what you guys are seeing here. And some of you guys are out there. Let me just get this arm right here. Let me just give you an example. And I have time with him, so I am taking my time. I'm not rushing to get him done or hustling, because me and him just have a little bit longer process today only, because Dad was like, Dede, just take your time. I'm getting a haircut, and I'm going to get some coffee, and then I'll be back. So some of you guys are using a groom loop, or you're using a rope, or some kind of hammock, and you guys are doing this number, okay? Some of you guys are doing this right here, right? Are you guys doing some of this? How many of you guys right now have this set up in your salon? Can I get a yes, no, yes, no, yes, that's what I do? How many of you guys are doing this? And I'm being real about it. I did a video on, it's called My Dog Died, the Groomer, something about my dog died after the groom or something like that. This is exactly what they were doing, okay? This or some kind of rubber band or some kind of band or rope, okay? This is completely different than the dog upstand, okay? Yeah, we got these because pet parents wanted these. I hardly use those. But it's still different if you strap it on. This, the dog can't get out of, right? See this? So I've got him locked into a position. And honestly, it's loose because this is a demo. I'm showing you what not to do, in my opinion. You can't tell me that you know he has kidney stones, can you? And you can't tell me that if I hold him up with this right here, if I were to really tighten that, what it's going to do to the internal organs in his issue. So I want you, if you're doing this, I need you to stop, okay? This, I don't like this. And this is my opinion. You don't have to agree with me. But if you can't see what this damaging could do, then I am trying to show it to you now. And you can say, I didn't know before, but now I know and I'll stop. Or you can say, I know now, then I still don't care. Because you know, from the beginning of this video, those of you guys who just got here, go to the beginning. He has some serious health issues, and I have been his groomer for many years. But what if I died, and he went to a groomer down the street, and they don't know anything about what's going on with him? Or it's the first time that something's about to happen, and not even the pet parent knew. If you cinch down, if I were to rubber band this organ and pull up, I might cause a blow inside his body that I can't see, and he may not live after today. So, if you are using a groom loop, or a lead, or a rope, or a bungee of any kind that's connected to an arm, I challenge you to stop. That is not how you should be holding up a dog. You either use your hand to assist the dog standing, or, I mean, obviously, I want you to get a dog upstand, but if you can't afford a dog upstand, which is cheaper than a pair of clippers, if you can't afford the dog upstand, then you go back to using your hand, something that you can easily move out of the way. He cannot step out of a rope here. If he's in severe pain and he's not telling you, but he wants to move, he cannot step out of a bonding rope that's looped to an arm of any kind. He cannot remove himself from there. If I use this, he can step off of it, which is why I kind of love the fact that he can step off of it. Some people are like, Dede, he's going to step off. Yeah, I hope he does. If it's something that's bothering him, he'll step off of it, and then I can put it right back under there. It's absolutely not a rubber band. Even when you use the straps, which I hardly ever use the straps, but even if you use the straps, it's not a rubber band. It's not so tight that he can't move. So if he wanted to move, he could move, right? But we listened, we put the straps on there, and you can buy them separately, but a lot of pet owners that are grooming their own dog wanted the straps. So see, he already sat down. So, again, if you're using a groom loop system around the waist of the dog, I challenge you to stop. This is the only thing that I can find that can help me make sure he stays on the table and is in a controlled fashion, and this mimics a leash, a lead, a collar. So this is not harmful in my opinion. Could it be harmful? Absolutely. Could he hang himself? Absolutely. But that's why you should be near your table to make sure that that doesn't happen, or try to fix it as soon as it does, because it's going to happen, okay? A dog is going to be pretty rambunctious and fall off the table at some point in your career if you're doing this. Unless you have a cage around your grooming table, which then you wouldn't really be able to groom very well. So, if you are harnessing the body of the dog, I challenge you not to do that, because you guys now know he's about to have his 4th surgery. And if I didn't know those facts, then I probably would do harm to him if I was bungeeing his body up to make him stand up with a rope, a wire, a groom loop, a lead, okay? I just want to be really clear. This is a great example of why I wouldn't bungee him up. But many dogs are that we groom are not going to tell us their ailments, because they don't know, and we don't even know. Hey, sign this paperwork, pet owner, and hey, kisses, it's just a kisses. Sign this pet release in case your dog blows his, whatever, in organ, his kidney blows up while I'm grooming him, so that I'm not responsible, because you should have known and you should have told me. What if that pet parent had no idea either? You know, so be aware and don't think like I didn't know and now I do. You know what I'm saying? Like now you know, now you do, now you can make some decisions based off of what you just figured out. And you could have been doing it the wrong way or that way and you want to change it now. Just change it, right? Use your hand or use something else that the dog can step off of. Okay, you don't want to bungee. Again, don't bungee the organs. Okay. Did we tell him, Drake? Did we tell him not to do that? Because I would definitely, no, it would hurt him. It would definitely hurt him. Okay. Now let's get to your face. We're going to get that 7 blade out. We're going to do all the face in the 7. Okay? Thank you for listening. Okay, here we go. Thank you for being a member. Woohoo! Okay, let's try to get this face done here. I know. You come in here. He's not loving it. You're not loving it today? Don't twist, don't twist. It's matted in there. Yes, it is. It's all matted. All that gunky stuff. I'm holding like the edge of my thumb, just holding the tip of his mouth so I can actually get as close as I can without. He's missing a lot of teeth, and he really started disliking anyone messing with his face after all those teeth were pulled. This was a few years ago now. I know you didn't. I got in there. I got in there, Drake. Yeah, don't go to the edge of the table, bud. Come over here. Look up. There you go. Close your mouth. I'm going to come back with a 10 there, I think. Quit yawning, man. Okay. Look up. Come here, you gotta participate here. No, don't do that. Don't fight it. I could just get in there with the other side, huh? Okay, let's go get a 10 blade. See if we can get this in there. Drake, close your mouth. Close your mouth. Close your mouth. Good. Good. Let me see here. Let me see. Look this way. You gotta work with me here. Work with me. Okay, buddy. Come on. Come on. I know it's a lot. I know it's a lot trying to get all this out of there. Good boy. Get all that hair out of there. Good. Yes, good. Don't get mad here. Look at all this. Good boy. Let's see. Get that out of there. Oh, it's looking good. We just need a little bit of this and that right here. Don't move. Don't move. Let me see. Let me see. Close your mouth. Close your mouth. Let me see. Look up. Look up. Up, 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 up. Good, 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 good. Good boy. Good boy. Let me see. Come on now. Come on. Work with me here. You wanted to yawn? You wanted to yawn? Stretch that lip back. Let me see. Let me see. Look up. As dogs get older, what was once easy to groom is definitely much more challenging because they just change a little bit on you. You know, they get older and less patient themselves, just like us humans do. Can I close your mouth here? Let's close your mouth. Close your mouth. Let me see. No, no, no. Good boy. Good boy. Let me see. Come on, Drake. Come on, Drake. You got this. You get the rest of this and we'll be done. See? Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Good boy. Let me see here. Look up, look up. No, that's not going to work. You look up or down, one of the two, so I can kind of work with you here. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, come here, good. Look up here. Nothing's happening. Look this way. You close your eyes here. Is that better? Yeah? Okay. There we go. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. Okay, let me see your forehead now. What do you got, this bushy thing going on? Are these your eyebrows? Okay, I know you want to look over there. Look over here. Let me see. Look down. Look down. I'm gonna find something here. Eyebrows are so curly, can you tell? Alright, let's get our 40 blade and come back to the face. Give him a little rest. Okay, let's get our dog up, stand back. Come on, stand up. I'm going to use this here. Okay, do this way. Make sure you guys are smashing that like button. Thank you, Mary. I got my 40 blade here. This is what I use on the pads only. Every now and then, maybe on his, when it's cool, nice and cool, use the 40 blade inside the ears just a tad bit. Because he has so much ear hair. Not all dogs have that much ear hair, man. Schnauzers, though, is a whole other situation. Not all Schnauzers either. Some Schnauzers are not that bad. Excuse me. Alright, we're going to come back to toenail trimming. Barely have the stand, but what little's under there is really still helping him stay stood up, which is great. All these years, I've never even clicked his nail to see his demeanor. I think all dogs that have never had a nail clicked would act like this, in my opinion. Unless they've been through some other kind of trauma. Ear shear, the straight ear shear, make sure you pick one up.
Does that look right to you?
Use this on almost every dog. Yeah, it looks good.
Sure.
Yeah, pops, doesn't it? Hold that ear flap in your fingertips so you know where the meat is and you will never nick it. I mean, never. You will never nick an ear if you just hold the ear in your fingers and you know where you're cutting. Is that dog up standing in your way now? Let me move that. Who put that there anyway? These ear shears, a lot of you haven't bought them and you don't have them. These are, I use them on every ear, man. All ears I use this. I call it the ear shear. It's like a 7.5 maybe. Is it 6.5 or 7.5? They're so similar.
6.5.
Yeah, 6.5 ear shear straight. It's a part of a brand new Andis kit that I have. It's included in that one now. The one with 3 scissors, and then there's one with 2 scissors, I believe. Oh yeah, you're looking good now. Alright, let's see what we can do about your eyebrows. And I don't know, man. It just looks like a bush or at this point, doesn't it, you guys? It looks like a little bush. Here we go. I know. I don't know why I have to. I would just rather just, I don't know, man. Let me see. You gotta look that way. This is too much, you guys. What is going on with this? I can't even see where it starts and where it begins. Okay, let's change our shears. We're gonna get our bubble tip. You can get the cheap ones. You know, we sell some very inexpensive ones that you can have the bubble tip. It still does work for you. He doesn't really love, he's not loving the clippers in his face here, so I'm going to try to scissor this out. When I first started grooming, this is where you would use your blending shears a lot here. I watched this one lady, I was like, man, how do you do eyebrows? You know what I mean? Like, this one groomer I had working for me, the one that nicked a dog pretty bad, she did eyebrows really good, man. She tried to teach me. I just could never get them down like she did. She was really good at it. Okay, Drake, you gotta quit backing up now. Quit backing up. We have work to do here. I'm just hollowing it out at this point. I'm not even trying to shape anything. I watched this one lady on YouTube many years ago, and at that time there was hardly any videos, you know, and she blended the entire eyebrow, and I was like, nah, that's not really what I want to do either, though. Right now I'm just clearing a path between the eyebrows. You know how a lot of men need that? Okay. I'm wondering when the last time you came in, because this is extreme, man. And his eyebrows are always curly. Look how curly they are. How would they ever be straight, man? They would never be straight. Unless you blow dried them for, 20 minutes and blow dried them straight, maybe. Any of that stuff hanging around in there. What's going on here? So this is the eyebrow, and this is not. This is underneath. Watch that ear now. Look at him. Are you looking at me? Don't move. I prefer to come in with the clippers on that, so it's all the same length. Which we will. We'll come back and clean that up. Some clippers after we kind of get this out of the way. Look forward. So here you could get, if you have your long, you can turn this way too. If you have your long straights, then this is a great place for this. I'm just going to take it out. I'll turn my shears around. Watch that ear. Remember, keep an eye on that ear. It's got all these curly things going on here. Look how curly that is up there, man. If I got a flat iron, please. Let me see. What is that doing? What is that doing right there, man? Huh? I'm just going to leave it. We'll try to play with the dryer, I guess. We'll play with it with the dryer a little bit. You guys have curly eyebrows out there? Say yes. Yeah, it's curly eyebrows. These are curly eyebrows, man. Alright, let's go into muzzling you and pulling out a little bit of ear hair, okay? I know you're not going to like it, so I better just have my stuff situated first before I get started, okay? I know it's not one of your favorite things to do, so. Now, get your ear puller pad, get your hemostat. You might need 2. If you don't have, I just realized last year, I was like, why are I not changing out my hemostats? Make sure you have several hemostats. Okay, here we go. He does not like it, and so I don't try to stay here very long. Don't try to cause too much pain. Okay, all right, so let's try this out. Just what's in the ear itself, okay? Just what's in the ear. Don't worry about that other stuff that's not like totally in the ear canal itself. Okay, I know you don't like it, buddy. I know. I'm gonna try to go slow. I know you don't like it. Let me just get some out of here. Okay, I know. Who did it to you, man? Who put that ear hair in there anyway? You know what I'm saying? I don't know why you have ear hair. Maybe it's because you're so curious and you would get wet in the old days? I don't know. I know you don't like it, buddy. Here. Shh, shh. Do, 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 do. I know. Just a little bit more. I'm not trying to keep it. I'm not trying to stay here very long. No. Up. Don't look at me like that. I know. I don't like it either. Sit. Just a little bit more. Just what's in the ear canal here. Well, that kind of helped me out a little bit. Here. I'll move this here for a second. You took that off? I don't think you would bite me, but you never know. Okay. Stop. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's raining out there. I'm kind of, when he jerks, it kind of pulls out. I'm kind of letting him help me a little bit with that. Let me sit. Drake. Good boy. Let me see. You clean your ears, huh? Clean that ear? Yeah, let's clean that ear. Let me see. I want to clean that. Got these new little bins. Recommend some of those. Keep them separate so you can kind of keep what you need to clean separate. Look at this now. This is what you want. You want it to be nice and clear in there. Look at that. Nice and clear. Look at that. Big difference. Big difference. Look at this one. We haven't done this one. We're going to do this one now. Come here, Drake. Look at this one. Look at that hair. It's going to change here in a minute. Call that ear hair. Okay. Here we go. Let me see. There you go. Get your other hemostat here. My ear cleaning pad. I'm gonna start it. Empty it. Okay, come here, buddy. This unit obviously is on loose. Get this in my fingertips here. Boop, boop. Good. Boop. Good boy. Boop. Good boy. Sit down. Sit down. Good boy. Sit down. Let me see here. Bear with me here. Got way too much going on here. Put this one in front. Okay, we got a lot of your hair here. I know. Who did that? Who did it? Just what's in the ear canal. All this other stuff, you know, don't worry about that so much. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Sit down. I know you don't love it. So here, if you have their ear powder, let me see here. You just, maybe I'm going to try to see it, because it's pretty long, right? Don't need a lot, just enough to get your finger grip. Just little by little first. Or the whole time, little by little. Just little by little here. Just what's in that ear canal there. This is why I don't use the locking hemostats if you guys are using those. If you were to lock in on a piece of skin, how in the world do you think you're going to get that off? It's going to be really crazy. Because you can easily lock in on a piece of skin in here if you don't know what you're seeing. And right now you can hardly see what's in there, you know what I'm saying? Just little by little, see? Little by little, okay? So you got your little by little done there. And let's, okay, that's enough of that loose muzzle there. It's just hanging there. Now let's see here real fast. Now we're going to clean in here. Let me see. We're done pulling your hair. Now I didn't stay here very long, but I'm going to show you what we got out is still extremely powerful. Look how clean those ears are now. Can you see? Can you see how clean those ears are? All right. Let me show ya. All clean now. Yeah, look. Look in the ear. Yeah. Extremely less hairy, right? Yay. Okay. All right, we're getting ready to go to the bath. Okay, we'll do this. And we'll pick this up. Let's take this off of you, man. You did so good. Here we go. You ready? Come on. We're going to use Pet Silk shampoo and conditioner, and they are on sale right now at myfavoritegroomer.com under the shampoo section. Yeah, let me get it warmed up for you, okay? Come on. down on the ear here. Do pet soap shampoo. Get my tearless shampoo for the chin and stuff here. It's so nasty in there, okay? Get some conditioner going here. Oh, it smells delicious. One of my favorite things is the nozzle. Make sure you pick one up, man. I didn't have to hold it with my hand like that at all. Hold it back and keep the water going. It's freaking amazing, man. I've gone through a lot of nozzles, and who knew that hot water could damage a nozzle, man? I've learned a lot. I know some people have gotten the nozzle, and you guys can remark on there how much you love the nozzle. I haven't heard one bad thing about the nozzle. And I've had that one for like, I don't know, 10 years. It's been strong. It's been very strong with hot and cold water. dry, the less you're gonna have to blow dry. So if you really gather all that, you saw me kind of squeegee dry with my hands first, and then come in and towel dry really, really good, and then come in and blow dry, right? Right, Drake? Turn around. Use the towel edge to edge. I like to hang dry my towels overnight and then wash them, then put them in the laundry basket dry, so they don't mold up. All right, let's go to the blow dryer. This is the time you're going to hit mute if you don't want to hear the blow dryer. You have to close the chat to hit mute. All right, here we go. I might take the nozzle off here and do the head separate. Put the nozzle back on. There you go. I almost forgot to put my eye goggles on. Okay, let's move you guys over here. Good boy, here we go. Hey, you did great. You did great. We're going to do it all over again, okay? Alright, let's do this. Okay. Alright, let's just redo everything. Get your tin laid out.
Dede,
Yes?
have you talked to her on the phone when she came to see you?
I talked to a lot of people on my phone.
About a month ago.
Say again?
About a month ago.
I had the sheep with this, it was about a month ago.
I've talked to a lot of people in a month.
I had you.
Probably have notes on it somewhere, David, but
Yeah, just telling us your decision to say hi to you.
Oh, yeah.
hi.
I know you've been.
Okay.
I just wanted to come by.
Thank you.
Sure.
Okay. All right, great. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's your time. It's your time. Okay. Okay. You don't know her? It's okay. I don't want to get you excited. All right. That's okay. Okay. So you got no. No. With your tail. No. Okay. We'll get the dog upstairs. Yeah, stand up. Stand up. There you go. Got a little pocket coming in there. Smooth that. Can you guys see? Okay. Drake, over here. Good. Who's that? Who's that? That's cute, Emily. All right, let's see what we got here. Go up for me. Up. Stop. Stop. Okay, we're going to switch blades and we're going to get our foreguard back out. I am going back to it. Still using my 10 blade. That's what I'm going to use under my guard. And your guard can either be, in this case, I'm using my end is 5 speed, so you can be using your Oster guards or your wall guards. It just depends. Make sure you have the right guard. Make sure that they fit. They're designed for the clipper you have. Man, without this face mask, I would have hair all in my nose and on my face. Remember, we wanted a tiny skirt. Remember that? So a foreguard is also 1/4. Yeah. So those of you guys who don't know the foreguard, just come down all the way. We're going to do it lower and lower and lower, right? If you don't have a broom for your table, get one. It's such a helpful tool to make sure you can see what's still stuck to the dog and what's not. Any kind of broom, you know what I'm saying? All right, let's go with dog upstand. You're going to see you use the dog upstand where you need it, not like 100% of the time. And we did a 4. I showed you the 5. I'm going to skip the 5 and go straight to the 7 because we're fading it down. Skim, skim, skim here. See something, go and take it. Okay, that's it. No. have to check the feed, David, if you're not busy. I'm good. We're good. Hey, no. Don't look at him. He has nothing to do with you right now. He has nothing to do. He's not going to do anything with you right now. I'm just me. Just me. Don't worry about him. Drake. Hmm? Yeah, okay. You can, right? Just gonna move these out of my way here. May I? We're almost done, Drake. Let me see.
What's your ETA? He's Dad's asking.
Is he outside?
No, he said he's a pretty distance away, just to let them know when you're about done.
Okay. 14 minutes or less?
30.
He's 30 minutes away? Oh yeah, just head over here. Are you trembling? You've been trembling since you got here. You're always trembling, aren't you? It's okay. It's okay, man.
Nice cut, bro.
Thanks, bro.
That's a pro schnauzer cut right
No,
there.
it's not. It's not a pro schnauzer cut, man.
Star.
It's not a pro schnauzer cut, man.
I ain't never seen a better schnauzer cut than that. Ever.
Yeah, there's some really nice groomers out there doing show quality, man. And that Asian fusion. It's a completely different situation.
I don't know about that.
You could send him the link to the live. Is that hard to do? No, right? Because it's since we're looking at it, it's already pop up when you do that slider. Yeah. Perla, really? Perla, miss you, man. You're still a member? Woo! Perla's still a member. I haven't seen you in months. Perla had her baby, and she's been probably busy. You know, probably not getting any sleep anymore. She forgot what sleep was. Miss you, Perla. I'm so happy for you. I hope everything's going well over there.
Her baby's asleep right now.
Phew! In your arms or in the crib or where? I sent Perla this beautiful elephant. Oh my goodness, it's so cute for her. I love sending that out, that for newborn babies. And she told me, she said, Dede, that meant so much to me. She actually has a tattoo of an elephant. And I'm like, what? You know how some things just happen for a reason? Some things just happen for a reason. Like the reason why you're sitting here watching me is for a reason. Alright. I guess, should I take that dog up stand off of you now? Let me get a picture here before I do that. Ah, Drake. He's come a long way over the years. He used to not be very nice as far as jumping up and down. He's a rambunctious wild animal. Alright, I'm going to get my leave-in conditioner just to give this a real nice soft feel. It's already soft, but I think it's real silky when you do this. You feel that? It's kind of cool. Just and my favorite spray bottle. You remember this, right? Squirt, squirt, or spray. Freaking awesome. Okay, let's check out your eyebrows here. I'm going to get my shaper brush so I can move the hair around a little bit. Go ahead, you can sit down. Good. I just love you. I just love you. I love you, Drake. Okay, sit down. I know, it got you all excited. Can I see this, though? I need to brush this forward. And brush that forward, too. Let me see. Hey, hey. I'm going to brush it back. May I see in here? Clear this out a little bit. See what I'm working with. Still got curly stuff going on. You can't change nature. You shouldn't change nature. So, I'm not going to flat iron his eyebrows. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? They probably are having to flat iron or blow dry for an hour. That's just the difference, okay? And there is a difference, and it's okay. The difference is okay. And the problem is when you don't know that that's really happening. You know what I'm saying? You don't know that there's 4 or 5 hours in a groom. Sometimes it's because there's different people touching the dog, and the only thing you're seeing is that one person do the dog. There's a lot more that you might not know about, and that's okay. You don't know. And no one might tell you. You're going to fall off the table pushing yourself to the edge. Can y'all still see? Okay. Let me see. Let me see. Down. You can hold your breath if you want to. I'm very aware of what you're doing. Come closer, please. Come closer here. Now sit down. Now sit. Come close to me. Ooh, it's nice and really soft now. Yes, it is. Let me see. There, good. I don't know about these curlies, man. You're something else. Okay, stay. Curly hair, man. I don't know. I don't know what to do with that. You're so cute, man. May I see your nose here? Good boy. Just a little bit more here. There we go. Brush this out again. May I come down this way? Come here. Good. Steady. Steady for me. That's a good picture right there. All right. Okay, we're about to wrap it up, folks. Let's have some kisses. I wonder what this is doing. Auto. Are you breathing hard for a reason? Yeah, look over here. There you go. There you go. I gotta get Dad some of these pictures. You never know how long they're here with us, right? Dad's gonna show up any minute now. Drake, over here. Boo, boo, boo. Is this too bright? Right? There we go. Okay, let's do some cologne. And you're super duper soft. I just do a couple squirts. That's kind of all you need because it smells delicious. And we've done the shampoo and the conditioner and all that back to back will help. Yeah, lack of teeth for real. Will help retain the smell for like 2 weeks with the Pet Silk. That's why I love it so much. So make sure you pick some up at myfavoritegroomer.com. It's on sale right now. Our Pet Silk shampoo and conditioner and our sets are on sale. So go pick up some. If you wanted to try it, this would be the time to try it. I would recommend if you're a groomer, you try the 16 ounces first. Make sure you love it. And then order the gallons. Because once you order a gallon and you don't love it, you know what I'm saying? Which I have never heard that yet. I have not heard, Dede, I don't love the smell yet. I have not heard that yet. Or you can start out with just a cologne, because then you can give the cologne away if you don't like it, or you can sell it. If you like the cologne, you're definitely going to love the conditioner and the shampoo. All right, well, we're going to bring him down, and peace out. And then I'm going to just say bye, and then we're good, right? Dad should be here any minute. We're going to close him out and stuff like that. So let me get him ready. Let me get him down. like that. Turn this way. Okay, we'll take you down here. Those of you guys haven't watched the beginning of this video, make sure you go check out the reason why this and that. And he's going to have surgery here this summer. Hopefully it's his last one. Come here, buddy. Come in here. Good boy. I'm going to hang out there for a minute, okay? All right, you guys, we are getting ready to close out. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with us today. I kind of did a new thing. I kind of was like, got here a little early so you guys could see us and kind of prepare to watch. And so I'll try to do that more often. We're changing our screens and everything like that. Those of you guys who donated to the feed to support the channel that you love, I really appreciate you. Those of you that are spending your day with us, your time with us, including haters, thanks for spending your time watching me groom and being a part of what we do. We really appreciate it. And make sure you shop at myfavoritegroomer.com and pick up your dog upstand at dogupstand.com. All right, so I really appreciate you guys, man. Some of you guys were talking about some really cool stuff, and I saw it. And thanks for watching across the world, from Germany, Pennsylvania, to New York City, California, Southern California. Thank you for sitting there watching me, spending time with me, and enjoying what we do. Please make sure you like the video, share, and help us grow that way, touch millions of people across the world. All right, we'll see you later. Thanks for being here. Love you guys. Bye.